Welcome everyone to this week's episode of Ghosts of Saltmarsh. We are here and we are excited to play. So we're gonna go around, we're gonna say who we are, who we're playing. They all just leveled up to level 4, so that's very exciting. And we're gonna start off with Nuggetosaurus. How are you?
I'm great. I forgot I go first in this game.
For once. This is
for once, yeah. I'm great. I'm excited to be here. I'm Nuggetosaurus. I'm playing Polycapsa, the air genasi warlock who's just trying to do good by her daughter, and that's about it.
That is going to be a challenge at some point. Someone who loves a challenge would be D20 Coup de Grace. How are you?
Yes, that's me. Tonight I'll be playing Morgor. He is an orc artificer, and he loves to experiment with potions now. Yes.
I love it. I'm guessing you took some blood from the last enemy you killed, probably.
Yes. Well, yes. I mean, I take blood from every enemy I kill.
I love that. Wonderful. Someone who's killed a lot of enemies would be a deception check. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing grand. I'm playing Gothos Aelheim. He is a giant dwarven barbarian, or dwarven giant barbarian. One of those two fits at certain points tonight. So
like a dire Shetland beaver, but for
exactly
just barbarians. Yeah.
Or where jackals and jackal wares. You know, which one's coming after you? Don't know. Just wait till later. So can't wait to see what Morgor gets into tonight. Now that he's got potions to throw.
I do have a question about Morgor before we get to Ty. You're taking bloods from every enemy you kill.
Yes.
You label these bottles, or are you like a blood sommelier and you can just like
I can
waft?
I know.
Okay.
I know.
I was wondering, that's all. Thank you.
I'm thinking he blends them like whiskey just to get the right flavor profile.
And I just want to tell you that I don't just take blood from my enemies.
Oh, lovely. Wonderful. Yeah. Shiny Pilot, on that ominous note, how are you?
I'm great. Got concerns now, but I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I'm tired, but I'm here, and I am playing Ty. He is a Sea Elf. Tired. Yeah, I'm tired tonight. This is his cousin for title. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, he's a Sea Elf paladin, and I probably need a good refresher where we left off yet.
That's not a problem.
Doing some fighting, but
I'm gonna do a recap right now. So, what happened last time is we're going to go to the lizard folk stronghold that has not been inhabited by the lizard folk since the last time they declared war on Saltmarsh. So those citizens of Saltmarsh, the Council of Saltmarsh mostly, is a little concerned, seeing as how they especially seem to be trafficking weapons and arms to their stronghold via pirates and other forces. They've asked you to go try to see if you could find out what they're up to, and hopefully it's not war. And if you could maybe negotiate some type of meeting for peace, if that is the intent, or if that's not the intent, just kind of figure out what's going on. So you guys left, bumped into some bullywugs, fought some of them, and then dealt with the king, who was just so irritated by the fact that everyone seems to be coming into the swamp these days. It's not the dang lizard folk, it's the mer folk, or the locantha, or the Coalinth, and they just, the list goes on. You can't keep a decent swamp these days, and they've had to relocate. And so you guys managed to talk King Gulpagor down and saying you're going to find out what these lizard folk are up to. And then you traverse through the swamp some more, not getting super lost, which is great, and you came across a poor treant being attacked by swarms of rats. So you saved Morgan Treeman, and spent the night on his little hill in a safe place, because he was guarding it for you, so you didn't have to keep watches. You had, some of you had roast rat for dinner. And then you kept trucking on. You heard about his cousin, Leifer Sutherland, who lives elsewhere in the swamp. And how, he had an encounter, a run-in with Old Thousand Teeth, the giant crocodile. And you guys should be careful if you're heading in that direction. Well, you found Old Thousand Teeth, killed him. And I believe took his head and skin. Yeah. Giant alligator puppet now if you want to. And that's kind of where we left off, with y'all finishing off Old Thousand Teeth. Seeing the lizard folk stronghold in the distance. You can tell because it's kind of in like a rocky outcropping, like rising up out of the swamp, and you see small little slivers of smoke coming.
Alright. Can I wear the head as a mask?
Sure.
Awesome. Big crocodile head guy.
Let's say that's pretty cool.
Isn't it really large?
It is really large.
Okay, so here's what I'm imagining.
Look, I got a big head.
You
Okay,
two.
you don't have that. I'm thinking it's like set, like if he's facing forward, it's like down like this, like Calderon's pointing out like that way, like both teeth pointing towards him.
Yeah, Old Thousand Teeth is like a 20-footer. He's a big boy,
That's a big
large-sized
head.
creature.
Yeah.
A big
Okay.
head.
Okay. Just wondering how that's
It's
happening.
gonna be rough and narrow how it is.
Are you wearing the skin like a train as well as you're walking in there?
I mean, I could.
Okay,
I mean,
I just wondering.
I mean, it's got to dry somewhere.
That is true.
Fair.
Yeah.
That as well dry on you. Morgor, the orcish drying rack for hides.
I imagine you getting really covered in weird juices and
Oh,
brines
yeah.
and having to like salt you a little bit. And, like,
Yeah, I'm fine. That's normal.
Yep. Yep.
I smell great.
Sure.
All natural.
Yeah.
that is for certain. All that.
All natural. Yeah, I like that. All natural.
So, you guys see the lizard folk stronghold in the distance. It seems to be kind of large outcropping of rocks kind of poking up out of the local elevation. Rising about, you think the top of it would be about 60 feet above where the low-lying marsh is. It's like a bunch of rocks got piled here a really long, or it's a really big rock formation that's worn down over time. Something like that. And it's near one of the Dunwater River. It's snaking in front side.
So it looks like
It's like
it's a natural formation.
it does. It looks like it's been
Okay.
carved out in certain places. Small little slivers of smoke wafting
Oh, okay.
different holes. You don't see like windows or chimneys, so you're guessing it's mostly subterranean or chiseled into the rock. But it's definitely matches the description and spot on your map, where it's got ocean on the back side of it, and then the river kind of almost like a moat on front of it, and then swamp.
All right.
I
My
had
intuition tells me this is the place.
Okay. Quick question for the
Sure.
DM. Did I use any spell slots, and did
No.
I take any damage? Okay.
I think you healed from any damage. No, I don't think you took any damage.
Okay. And I'm just gonna.
Well, we
log
also
this
leveled up, so we get
Fair.
like
Yeah.
Final Fantasy levels, right?
No.
Do-do-do.
Not quite. You get your extra hit points that you got, but you don't replenish.
What?
So yeah, that's where you guys are at. You see that a short rest if you want. I know you fought a big old crocodile, or
We probably should, because I actually
say, I think-
did max out my hit points, and I don't remember what they were.
okay, we could say you guys skinning Old Thousand Teeth probably took the duration of a rest.
I was gonna say some kind of rest
Yeah.
would be good.
As you say, you
So-
get a short rest.
Short
We had
rest,
some
okay.
crocodile steaks,
Yeah,
a couple beverages from
some-
Morgor that we couldn't tell what they were.
They're experimental.
I mean, we're feeling great.
Great.
You should feel great. Hopefully.
Find out.
We feel revitalized after eating all the rat.
It's all an
Oh,
experiment.
gator. It's fresh. Tastes like swamp chicken.
Swamp chicken.
Swamp
Yeah, that's
chicken.
right. Swamp
We
chicken.
also called the rat swamp chicken. Everything's kind of swamp chicken.
Everything tastes
everything
like chicken,
I was gonna say
except the
everything in the
chicken.
swamp would taste like swamp
which
chicken.
tastes like fish.
Yes. Anyways,
So-
moving on.
How do you guys want to approach this?
Is there like a front door?
Give me a perception check.
Yeah, it's a good.
Oh,
Maybe
I'm
we should.
Not perceptive. 12.
12. It looks like there might be two entrances. Oh.
What type of numbers are we looking at? I guess we can't see because it's all subterranean.
Yeah.
I hate to suggest this, but perhaps our 1,000-tooth Morgor should be the lead.
As like an emissary.
Well, if we're looking to chat with these folk, maybe I should go first.
I
follow.
agree.
I only say that because we are aware that the proximity of 1,000-tooth to this stronghold means this creature has been a scourge among the lizard men for a long time, showing that we have defeated it prominently.
Do we know that? Didn't he just move in? Didn't the lizard folk just move in recently? So it's not been a problem for that long.
Hold on, that's what the Bullywug King says. I mean,
yeah, we're just going on what we were told by our ally, Bat Frog, the king. So,
perhaps I should. I'll go first.
Of course.
Just
Ollie, taking the lead.
You do the talking. I'll look intimidating.
Intimidating, yeah.
I think Morgor is the tallest person of the party, so it is hard to miss that he is indeed wearing.
And if the jaw is like go upwards like that, he's at least 2 foot taller now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I picture it's more like his
You're
face
looking through the
is
mouth.
inside.
Oh yeah,
the
okay.
mouth.
I thought it was
Yeah.
sitting like this, you know.
Yeah, I imagine it in the mouth, like it's just sitting there on the tongue.
Okay, that's even worse.
Yes. That's instantly why I went there. I was like, that's gotta be it, because it's the worst possible way. Oh, so there seems to be an entrance through the swamp. That looks kind of like a bit cavey, and then there's a kind of an entrance on the side that seems to be a little bit more. Oh, what's the word? Show me my map. It seems to have a little bit more foot traffic. See more tracks going, because again, it's hard not to leave tracks in a swamp.
Yeah.
So that one, the north door seems to have more foot traffic, but the western door seems to be larger.
Wait, I see the map now.
I'll head towards the one that's more traveled.
Okay.
And I would like to note Polly appears unarmed.
Yes.
We're just gonna walk up there.
Yeah. She has 4 daggers, but they're all hidden, so
For sure.
just leading the party unarmed.
I will be right behind you because I have good charisma and armor as well too to help you on this.
Gothos just has his maul over his shoulder walking in. You know?
Yeah.
I always have my claws out.
I like to imagine that they're stuck in the gator hands though right now, so you can.
No!
Do you have like a gator kigurumi at this point?
Yes.
Like...
Gator one.
Sure.
Gator onesie. That's really funny and adorable.
There you go.
I love this mental.
And we are not disguising our approach at all.
No.
At all. Okay.
No.
Let me just give a little roly-roo here.
Actually, I am. I'm disguising myself
Are you
as
gonna
a
be
gator.
invisible? Oh no, as a gator. Okay.
Yeah.
As a gator. So
Here we
you're
go.
gonna try and actually imitate being a gator.
Here we go. Bark. 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 Bark.
Aggressive gator noises.
Okay, so I believe
That's
I've pulled
funny.
you guys up to the map, and you see that there is a door. It is slightly concealed by some vines that are kind of over the entrance, but the tracks, again, aren't that subtle. You guys are on the ground, you're able to see it, but if you were looking from a distance, it might be harder tracks weren't there, it'd probably be pretty hard to notice.
Okay.
I think there
I
might be
don't-
lizardmen here.
What? Oh my god.
Sean.
I don't enter. I'm just gonna call out just hello? Anybody home?
Wonderful. I love that.
You calling it uncommon?
Lizard people.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know common, elvish, and primordial, so I'm gonna try common first.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have any
We're
other
gonna-
languages they may have, so I'm just trying to make
Hope
sure
they
Ty
speak
could
common.
understand you, because if you yelled out
Yeah.
something unknown, he'd be like,
All right, we're gonna put you at the door there.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. What do you
Nothing.
mean?
As everyone else calling out, in giant, just because we were just yelling out
I
different
mean-
languages.
I mean,
In
are we
giant,
just
he's like, scale ones, attend.
I mean, just roll initiative. No reason. Just roll
Just
initiative.
roll initiative for no reason. So you hear, as you call out, hello? Let me just double check what languages speak. Oh, wait.
God, I don't know. I can speak Orc. I don't know.
Lizard folk.
Let's hope that there's a smart one in the bunch.
Okie dokie. Maybe he will speak.
Elvish.
So you call out, and you hear raspy noises talking to each other, and you
No
see
parcel tongue.
I think they know we're here.
parcel tongue, sorry.
some lizard folk
Ah!
open the door. Little wooden door.
I
There's
quickly
you.
run in and give him a hug.
Oh. roll for
initiative.
intimidation. No, roll for intimidation.
No.
And they look at you, and they have net 20 in their perception check of you, and so they see that you appear unarmed. How is everyone else standing? Are you like hands on weapons? Are you like how's the demeanor of the party?
Ty's non-aggressive, right behind Polly. Just chill.
Okay.
Gothos, he just got his maul like over his shoulder, like a lumberjack is.
Okay.
Just kind of not aggressive, just kind of sitting there, just like bored.
Okay. We've got Oceanus and Morgor there, and they look.
Ninja
And they-
Gator.
And they double take at Morgor wearing the gator thing, and they like growl amongst themselves. It would appear that they're speaking Draconic, which you can all recognize because there are Dragonborn around. But if none of you speak Dragonborn or Draconic, you don't know what they're saying. And it looks like they're asking you a question, maybe, Polly? And then they they wait.
I'm just gonna be like, I'm so sorry. I don't understand.
I might have
And
something
look,
for this.
And they chat. Oh, you might have something?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
I need to see what this actually. Okay. With my rune shaping ability, it's not going to help us communicate to them, but I will understand what they're saying.
Okay.
I can comprehend. I can basically crush a rune that gives me the ability to comprehend languages.
All
I
right.
got a plan.
Okay.
So I'm like, I can understand them, but they still will not understand us.
I
Oh,
pull-
okay.
I pull out a big platter of gator meat and hand it to him.
Ooh, good
Um,
peace offering. I like
And
that.
I'm listening to see what they say.
They're talking amongst themselves like, how did the squishy flesh skins find the land-dwelling ones find the door? I think that one's a sea elf. Shut up, Bert. Nobody cares what you think. They're all on land right now. They didn't use the sea entrance. Well,
They're
What, they don't...
currently arguing about which direction we came from, thinking that we are land dwellers, but then one recognized Ty as being a sea elf, and now they are arguing about whether
Don't we have
that matters.
2 sea elves?
Yes,
With Oceanus?
Oh, yeah,
Bert
we have
doesn't want
Oceanus.
to pick that fight right now, since
Fair,
it seems
that's fair.
that, yeah.
Well, Gorthos, tell him we're here to make peace or war or why ever we're here.
I can understand. I cannot speak.
Took all the listening courses, didn't take any of the speaking.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
look. I know how. Look, just yell louder.
Runes, reading,
That does not help. No.
reading runes does not teach you how to speak the words.
Maybe we can
Right.
sign something to them.
Like,
Me.
well, they don't seem
care for-
aggressive. That one's waving his hands around. That one's got meat. We likes meat. Oh, maybe we should take them to see Her Majesty. She understands their strange tongue.
What are they saying now, Gothos?
The meat was a very good idea. They might take us to
Good,
their
good.
leader.
Oh,
Well,
that's good.
Give
want
more
that?
meat. Maybe if we give them more meat, it'll guarantee we'll be taken.
Can one of you make me a
Look.
persuasion check as you
Look,
hand over the
I
meat?
mean-
I will take the meat from Morgor.
Can this be an
and hand it
advantage because
over.
we're all helping with this? We're trying to be as non-threatening and
We
Here,
can-
have... Ty smiling like swamp chicken good, huh?
That one
This is gonna go
is
so
a little
bad.
showing lots
No.
of teeth. It might be a sign of aggression.
So I rolled with advantage.
Yes.
No.
I rolled 2 natural ones
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
for a total of 7.
Okay, can Morgor at least roll one because he put the meat down first?
Sure, we can say Morgor can
Straight roll,
one.
Morgor. Come on.
Straight roll.
What is it?
More save us.
Persuasion.
2 nat ones.
Yep.
What'd you
And
roll?
a 6.
6.
Okay.
Oh, this is great.
Well, to be fair,
Alright.
my nat ones are 7s with my modifier. Not that it matters, but
Oh my
If it helps.
gosh.
Even
I just-
7's not good enough either. So that's pretty bad. The galaxy
Yeah.
wanted this to happen, and
Well,
then they go,
here we go
They go-
killing.
that meat smells awfully lizardy. You think they're trying to serve us one of our own? Oh,
no.
that one's showing lots of teeth. Might be lots of aggression. Oh,
I got 1,000 teeth.
that one is pretending to infiltrate us dressed as a It's a terrible disguise, though.
It's a war party.
None of us are that tall. Yes, no, we need get the scale shield. We need to arrest them and bring them to Her Majesty so she can decide what to do. Get the rope.
I think they like it,
They
guys.
all look a little more skittish and,
they
and a little
think-
on edge and afraid.
All right.
Your
Because
presentation
Oceanus
was
is doing what Ty's doing is
lacking.
lots of
Oh, no.
smiling.
They
Alright,
believe that
look.
we are trying to feed them the remains of their kin. And that Morgor is trying to impersonate a lizard man, but poorly. They now want to arrest us to take us before their queen.
All right, look.
Oh,
we'll go.
well,
we're
that's
going to
okay.
the queen.
Yeah, we can be arrested. That's fine.
Are you
Oh,
sure
but-
we can be arrested?
you
Is this
sh-
okay?
Yeah.
They take my
Yeah.
weapon. I don't know if I will appreciate that.
Look,
Well,
I'm
don't
with-
let them take your weapon then.
yeah,
Just,
I'm
you
with
know,
both of us on this one. Yeah.
Excuse me.
just go with them willingly, but don't let them take your weapon.
No, do you try to go past them?
Oh,
okay.
Hold
Let's
on.
see here.
Excuse me. I'm
Maybe
trying
offer-
to speak to the queen.
God.
You see a little bit. These look like a lot of twisty, turny, windy tunnels through here.
There's no signs that say queen.
And as you go past, they like put their weapons out. See what weapons do they have? Javelins and spike shield, heavy clubs and spike shield. They like raise their shield and like they try to bar your path. Like they're not going to
Alright.
just let you
Well, I mean,
go through.
I'm just
unless
like,
you push through. Okay.
yeah, I guess I don't go through.
You put your hands up. One of them, you see one of them open a door to the side where there's more lizard folk and a beefier lizard folk guy. The beefy lizard folk guy, he's got like a morning star and like a really, really cool looking spike shield compared to like the base level spike shield. And like he walks
Wow, that's a
forward.
nice shield.
And they all come out of this room, and a couple of them have like little like ropey, viney handcuffs. They're like just loops that they can just like zip tie basically, and they like hold them
Yeah,
out.
I'm like, sure, put them on.
and they will vine tie Morgor's hands, and they hold the rest up for you. And then
So
they
is this like a kink?
I wish I could understand you.
Morgor, they are arresting us because they think you are trying to infiltrate them.
Morgor, I swear to the gods, if your actions here cause them to go to war with us and it endangers my daughter, I will kill you myself.
Well, I don't see why we'd go to war. All I've done is offer them meat and
They don't know
apparently
that.
a good time.
They don't understand. They can't understand us.
I'm
I'm just warning you. I'm just giving you ample notice what the consequences of your actions will be if that's the result.
Duly noticed.
Okay.
They're just looking
And
like
I
they sense
will-
there's some tension
Yeah.
for a
Yeah.
second. They're just holding the cuffs up like.
I will offer my hands up.
And they will get a little vine. They'll tie you in the front. So it doesn't seem that since you haven't done any aggressive actions, they're not trying to completely disarm you or tie you like in the back or knock you out, but they do want to have some kind of restraints.
I offer like one
Yeah.
arm.
They'll like put your hands together around your maul and then just tie it around there, so you're like holding your maul tied.
I don't know why, but I'm imagining duct tape for some reason, not rope. Just tape it. It's fine.
It's like hemp, it's like vines.
Yeah.
And you just whoop, and it just like zip ties on. Then they will do that to your whole party.
Unless these vines are enchanted, I doubt they'll hold Morgor. That's what Morgor thinks.
They're like, well, they don't seem to be resisting. Maybe they're just really bad invaders. Or they don't think we've caught on yet. Oh yeah, we might be really smart. Oh, the queen will know. The queen will know. Let's take them to the queen.
I would tell you what they're saying, but it's only making it worse.
And they will take your group, and they will escort you, basically one per person, boop, 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 down this hallway. They're taking the shortcut through this door. Boop.
Whoa.
And there seems to be a lot of lesser armed people in this room that they're taking you through. There's 5 unarmed lizard folk. It seems that they're preparing for a feast. They're setting tables with wood and stone utensils. There's several long wooden tables placed end to end in the center of the hall with wooden benches rung along each side. At the south end, there's a large wooden chair with 4 slightly smaller chairs flanking it. You're guessing that's probably the fancy table. There's also lots of earthenware pots, jars, plates, cups, mugs, and woven baskets. And along the east and west walls are tall wooden cupboards. So it seems like they're getting ready for some kind of shindig. As you are led through, the unarmed ones kind of look a little like, what's going on? But they don't say anything. They just move to the side.
Yeah, me too. I'm wondering where my invite was.
You'll get one. They will all escort you. Each get a lizard folk, buddy. Yay!
Yay!
And
Super
Gothos will
great.
get the scale shield because he looks like the one with the biggest weapon. You guys are led through through the banquet hall into a large room around the hallway.
Whoa!
And in this
Holy mackerel.
large room, lots of scrolling. This open area features 6 floor-to-ceiling pillars that demarcate a central area bare of furniture. In the central area, the earth floor has been packed closer than elsewhere, as if by the passage of many feet. There are several wooden benches standing near the north and south walls, and a large mattress has been fixed to the center of the east wall. Attached to it is a large target dummy with the head of a fish-like creature atop of it. There are several lizard folk practicing combat against one another and throwing javelins at the dummy. A powerfully built and tall lizard folk female stands with several of the heavily armed warriors against the back wall. She observes the training through narrowed and judging eyes. There's another lizard folk standing near her, dressed in a kelp-colored robe and holding a long, polished... And she sees you enter. escorted in through with the lizard folk, and she says,
What's up, Queenie?
She says, I'll give her a little token, a little crown or something. Didn't make her yellow dot. She's the queen. And she will say, what is it that brings you all here? I'm guessing you may have had issues communicating with my guard, because they're like, Queen, these people just showed up at the front door. I don't know what it is. They brought lizard meat, and this one's a really bad spy, we think.
Yes, hello, my name is Polly. These are my friends. This is Ty, Gothos, Morgor, Oceanus. We are from Saltmarsh. We were sent because we have noticed your activity, and the citizens were concerned about you guys amassing here, and we were sent to determine what's going on, see if we could offer any solutions, any help, anything like that.
Interesting. I'm Queen Otho Kent of the Lizard. Gods untie them, she'll say in Draconic, which Gothos you. Polly, can you make me a persuasion check too? That was a really nice opening you had. So, I'm gonna see how much that.
Oh God, that's so much better. That's a dirty 20.
That is so much better. So much better. Let's see.
It's not double nat ones.
And she says, training is postponed. And then, just flicks them off, then and people will move aside, for you guys to come in. Let us speak. What do you know of the situation, Swamps?
Well, not much. We know that the bullywugs are not happy. There's been some activity and people coming in. They're not pleased with what's going on there. We know that you guys have moved into this fortress, and the last time that happened, we went to war, and we'd like to avoid that, if possible. So that's basically the gist of our knowledge.
See, that was a long time ago.
It was. Essentially why they sent us to hopefully avoid that.
Yes, this makes sense. Do you not know of the issues happening in the ocean?
I will look at Oceanus.
And he looks like, I don't know.
No.
It's happening
outside of some piracy.
Saltmarsh's area, which explains.
Oh.
Ignorant to the fact the Swaggin have been causing trouble for many of us. Amphibious.
Do we know, just kind of off the cuff with a Saltmarshian, know what a Swaggin is?
Yeah, you'd know what a Swaggin is. Swaggin. They are fishy people. They're one of the typically mostly aquatic races. They're not known for being very nice.
Okay.
If I could spell properly, I could pull up a picture of them.
I've played Baldur's Gate. I know what they look like.
You know what they look like.
Yeah.
Swaggin.
Yeah.
They're causing some problems.
Okay.
They're causing, there's some big, they're like the beefy fish folk. They're not very great. They are typically a little aggressive. Typically living really in the deep depths of the ocean. They aren't known for coming up shore very often. They're kind of the mortal enemies of aquatic elves. The Ty, you've heard all sorts of boogeyman, Swaggin stories growing up. But they've not really been an issue lately, but it seems that the lizard folk have had
a problem. Does Saltmarsh have a history of issues with them?
every now and then, mostly with ships. Again, they're not known for coming on land.
Right.
They're typically out in the waters. But yeah, they might control the seas if not for the other sea races that live banding together from time to time to go against them.
Okay.
What kind of problems have they been causing?
They have been more aggressive as of late, and she looks a little hesitant to say anything deep, like getting really into the politics of it, but she's trying to trust a little bit. We fear that they might do an invasion.
Oh. Into your territory?
Any territories. Many other of the races of the area have already encountered them. They are moving out of their own turf.
Okay. Well, I do apologize for not knowing that was going on. As you're aware, Saltmarsh kind of has a habit of being in its own business. But we would definitely like to, and I'm just gonna kind of glance at everybody and make sure we're all on the same page as I say, offer our services to assist in any way we can.
Oh, yes. Yes, smiling.
I brought meat.
We did come across a gator that was very aggressive. I hope it wasn't a friend.
1,000.
Yes.
She looks at Morgor. Yes, usually we revere crocodiles and the like, so closely related to our own. However, that one was a bit problematic.
Oh, well, he shouldn't be a problem anymore.
We ourselves could not hunt him, as it is against our laws.
Ah, I see. Well, he won't be a problem anymore.
Excellent. Yes. Swaggin are being problematic. We have come here, this ancient stronghold, to hold a moot. A meeting of the other aquatic races to see what about the...
Okay.
We have some diplomats here. Suppose you may speak with. However, we are a bit wary of your actions. Right, you understand?
Of course.
About a moon ago, we were attacked by a group of half ogres and humans here at this very strong. So you understand why our group is on it.
No, of course. Do we know have we heard anything about a group of us attacking?
Not
No.
at all.
Okay.
No one from Saltmarsh has gone out into the swamps lately. So this group must have been from elsewhere.
Okay. Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that. I don't know about you guys, but I haven't heard anything about any of the Saltmarshians coming out into the swamps lately. It has been quite dangerous. But of course, I totally understand the reservations. We would, like I said, we would love to help if you'll allow us. And whatever you need us to do would be whatever would be most comfortable and most safe for you, we are willing to participate with.
I see. This could be helpful. However, you will need to earn the trust. Our minister, our shaman, or any alliance can be spoken of.
It's reasonable.
You will be our guests. You will gesture to the one in the kelp-colored robe, and he will pull out some tokens. It seems he can understand, but maybe he's not good at speaking common. He hasn't spoken up yet. And he'll pull out some small, like, tooth necklace charms. These are a totem that you may wear while here in Stronghold. no one should attack you while wearing those unless you
Do we get
make
to
the
keep
first
these?
move. Perhaps.
That's great.
Prove
Thank you.
valuable.
Nice.
Put mine on.
We'll be having a feast tonight to celebrate negotiations going well so far with some of the races. You may feel free to wander about. I will have the stronghold informed. So it shall be alright. Again, unless aggression.
Absolutely.
Please get to know our tribes and earn the trust of the minister, and we will invite you to the negotiation along with the other.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for providing us with this opportunity. I would ask to have some patience with us. This is most of us our first times interacting with your folk. If we make any missteps, please let us know so we can correct going forward.
As long as it is not an unforgivable offense.
I have a
Which would
question.
entail what does an unforgivable offense entail?
Well, if you murder any of the hatchling, that would be absolute.
Oh, no, of course not. I have a hatchling, a child myself. I would never.
yeah.
I
They're very
love
precious.
opulence.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, I have a question. When's dinner?
Yes. This evening. Sunbreak
wait.
or sunset.
All right.
Mhm. Sunset.
Yes.
Thank you again for allowing us this
Opportunity. And I'm just like looking at Morgor.
Also,
don't
what is this
fucking ruin
platter
this.
of meat you brought? One of my inferiors said it was smelled lizardy and was concerned it might be a
It's
Gator.
it's 1,000 teeth.
1,000. Well, we are
Yeah.
not permitted to consume him, but some of the diplomats might.
Sure.
We are lizard folk, not.
I mean, I don't know how closely related. You know what? I'm gonna stop talking.
She nods.
Probably wise.
She goes, feel free to roam about. I will be here for most of the afternoon. Overseeing the training in my office. And they some of them gulp, like, oh man, like you're guessing it's some pretty intense training.
Yeah.
I'm ready to do some training.
At lizard folk music.
This is gonna be a training montage.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys have been given little necklaces that will not get you murdered on sight.
Yay!
Yay!
Sweet. I'm here
I
for
just-
it.
I just show my necklace to everyone I walk by. It's like,
Yep.
yeah.
Flex in the face, like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
So where do you wish to go? Oh, and she will also point out the types of lizard
Okay.
folk that do understand some speak it. And it'll be most of the scale shields, shamans, lizard. Yeah, the shamans, the sub-chief, and most of the scale shields. Commoners and regular lizard folk, they don't.
I'm gonna go figure out where their vault is. Is it here? Nope. Okay.
Just gonna go running around like, excuse me, where's the treasure?
Shh. Where's the vault? Shh. What is this? A portcullis. Can I get by this?
That is, it's just a little, like a beaded curtain,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and like a
Push that to
ramp,
the side.
and like some stairs going down, like a weird stair ramp type thing.
Ty will look after the group and be like, should I go after Morgor?
Ah, we're good.
Yes.
Please do. Please keep an
Yeah.
eye on Morgor. Please, Ty.
Like, I'm fine. What do you think? I'm just gonna
Morgor.
randomly kill some lizard children?
Morgor!
What?
You did say omelets.
Oh, there you are.
Well, I am hungry. No.
You're
What?
holding Gator. Eat that.
Eat that.
Yeah, but it's been dead a while. I like meat fresher.
Morgor,
What?
what are you looking for?
I'm not quite sure. Just kind of exploring around. I have this. I show you
reconning the
the
stronghold. Yes. I like it. Reconning the stronghold. Good tactical thinking.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Recon.
Yeah, let's not touch too much stuff though, yeah?
I don't know.
Too much?
Best type of recon requires a lot of touching.
I'm going to supervise you. There's only so much stuff you can touch.
All right, what's this door? Hello.
You open it up.
Yep.
And inside that door, let's see. Looks to be a guard post. There's 4 lizard folk standing here, and you open the door, and they start, and then they see your necklace, and then they relax.
Hi.
They just kind of
Hey.
give you nods.
I'm here to take a lizard folk census. I'm counting the lizard folk. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Thank you. Have a nice day.
None of them seem to understand you.
What?
And they shrug and go back to playing cards.
Wave, closed door.
Actually, dice. They're playing dice.
Morgor, do you think they understood anything you just did?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they acted exactly how I'd expect them to react. Yep. Just keep moving down this way, guys.
Just keep moving down that way. Yep.
While
Let's
we're
go.
moving, I'm asking what they're doing.
No, I was just waiting for y'all because I was planning on doing something, but I'm gonna let Morgor do his thing.
No.
first.
It take a minute to get down here. You know what? We'll introduce this section and then we'll get to over you. Morgor, you see, like the beginnings of a sea cave, and in this sea cave,
I like CKs.
you see some heads popping out of the water. Seem to have the upper body of a human, lower body of the fish, and there's some chatter amongst them. One appears to be a little beefier than the others. Got some like nets and little bits of salvage on them, and they turn and they see Ty and Morgor and probably Oceanus. Let's be real, Oceanus is probably tagging along with Ty.
Yeah, they're bros.
They're bros, and they
Sea
go,
elf bros.
and they're like, "See, they speak common." Yes, good.
I just speak yeah.
And you see them pop up and they go, "Oh, you're not lizard folk."
Nope, I'm an orc.
Hi, I'm a sea elf.
Oh, 2 handsome sea elves. And then we're gonna pop over to Polly. We'll leave them with lizard folk.
Ty gives concerned look to Oceanus.
Handsome or delicious? I'm wondering which one.
Morgor just giving you the thumbs up.
Polly's gonna try and find the minister because that's who we're supposed to be speaking with.
Yep, sure.
Polly, would you want me to accompany you, or should I stay here and he cracks his knuckles, train?
It's totally up to you, whatever you prefer. I'm not in charge here, so...
No, I would not want you to wander alone in strange confines.
Oh, well, I don't feel uncomfortable here. I don't feel threatened, so I'm fine either way.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I want to fight, but...
All right, then I'll go find the
Restrained.
minister myself.
Okay, I'll be here. As long as they let me, of course.
Yeah, they'll allow it.
Mm-hmm.
They're just gonna do some training against the dummy. Go over some Suagan tactics and like got some sticks that they're drawn in the sand. Like, that's how they attacked our last encampment, and is we can improve defense.
Yeah, I keep the little comprehend languages room going.
Mm-hmm.
Paying attention.
Sure, and Polly, you go to look for their shaman. Second in command.
Yeah, I don't want to bother the queen because she's busy, but I'll go like back into this room.
Sure.
I can actually grab my token, but
Yeah,
I'll go back in.
Let me fix that for you. Oh yeah, you weren't here, so I didn't
Yeah.
adjust it for you.
Yeah.
Da-ba-da. Hold by. Doop. Work. You now have
Yep.
control.
There it is. I
There you
got
go.
it. Okay. I'm gonna go back in here, and are one of these lizard folk the type that can understand common?
One of them is, yes. Lizard folk scale
Okay.
shield.
I'll get their attention and essentially,
Excuse me, sorry to bother. Your queen stated that I was to speak with your minister. Could you guide me to wherever they are?
Just nods and will slink on over. Slink on down, back, cut through the corner. He seems to be taking the shortest route. Over to this door.
Okay.
We'll knock. Hear a crotchety old man sounding lizard folk from the other side. And a few words are exchanged in Draconic before the door opens and you see one of the lizard folk. This lizard folk is a shaman. He's got all the little bone trinkets and things, and he's got like little wrinkly, scaly skin. Like maybe he should have shed a little bit, but it's just too much of a pain. So it's, he looks old.
Okay.
But
I will.
He looks kind of tough.
Cool. I'll
Seems to
thank
have a
the
lot of
lizard folk
authority
that-
because this seems to be a personal office meeting.
Oh. Okay. That's unusual from what I understand of lizard folk.
He's sitting in an armchair reading a papyrus type scroll.
Okay. I'll thank the lizard folk that brought me here. Just, appreciative. And then if he allows me, I'll come up and essentially just start talking to him.
Who are you?
Oh, yes, hello. My name is Polly.
Awfully
Capsa.
fleshy.
Yes, I'm
Not
from
aquatic.
Salt. No, not at all. I'm good underwater though. Can hold my breath for a very long time.
Air type then.
Yes.
see.
I'm from Saltmarsh. We came.
Would you move
because...
2 feet back?
Oh yes, no, of
Thank
course.
you. Now I
Most-
can see you a little more clearly.
Oh, of course. We're here to assist with whatever you guys need with your issues that you're having with the Thwagan.
Logan, yes, the soup.
Yeah.
And as you're in this room, let me just tell you what it looks like. It's a small, comfortable-looking room with a circular wooden table which lies some closed books on it. To the side of the table, you see him in his crudely upholstered, slightly crusty armchair. There's a plain wooden chair sitting empty on the other side of the table. There's a brass tripod with a brass bowl full of hot coals in the corner. It seems to be, it's kind of like a warm and smoky ambiance. A little incensey.
Okay.
Yes, what is your opinion of the Suwagin?
Well, I've never personally dealt with them, but
Oh, and
everything
he's a
I've heard has
big
been
gold chain around his neck. I just didn't want you to not know.
For not notice
Got
that.
a big, like, deep hanging gold chain.
Gold chain.
Yeah.
Love it.
I need it.
Hold on 1 second. Sorry, inhaled wrong, apparently.
Yes, breathing is hard for you squishies.
Yes. Sometimes, yes. No, I haven't personally dealt with them. So everything that I've heard.
What
has
is your
been,
opinion? You like them? You hate them?
I'm not a fan of them, especially if they threaten the place I live. So
Everything.
yes,
It's
that
like
as well.
eye twitches a little.
I twitch. So anything we can do to help, I'm glad to do so.
Give me a persuasion check. And I'll also
Okay.
have you know, since you're in the room, that the book on the table, the one that's on the top, is named Power Politics. Written in common, it discusses the trickier, more devious side of political life.
Okay. That's a natural 20 for a 26.
nice. He goes, yes. You don't need to downplay your hatred of the Suagan for this old man's benefit. Let it rip through you. Let it sharpen your fangs. Yes.
Yes, of course. I just hate them so much.
Oh, they're just terrible, awful deviants.
The worst.
Gonna destroy everything.
I see that you have a book there. Have you had any new reading material lately? Perhaps I could give you one of mine.
No, it's hard to keep books dry in the swamp.
Oh, that's totally fair. Here I have this. This is an extra, if you would like it. And I have actually 2 copies of the Alchemist spellbook.
You do.
And I will give him the one that's not the real one.
Okay, yeah. You go, interesting. I love a good new book. I like you. What is your name again?
Yes, my name's Polly.
Polly.
Mhm.
Paul. Like Paul? Like I knew a fellow named Paul once.
Yes, just
You
with
pals
the
with
E.
Paul?
I don't personally know a Paul, unfortunately.
You don't seem very Paul-like.
No, I don't personally think so, but the name does sound very similar.
Yes, a lot of y'all's names sound very similar.
Yes,
Not like
that's what I've heard.
Skrithith versus Sardiv versus, they're so different.
So different,
So
yes.
different. You also look very similar. I can tell. I've been around for a long time now.
Yes,
You want
yes.
some wine?
Sure, I'll drink some wine.
Right, this is local swamp baked
Oh, no.
cranberries. Fog
Oh,
wine.
that sounds amazing.
Cranberries grow in bogs. You actually.
Yeah.
I made it in my toilet.
Well, we don't exactly have toilets out here. Don't ask where I made it. Chamber pot brewed. No. But he'll pour you a little, it's like a bowl. Like, they don't seem to have cups, they seem to have bowls. It's easier to hold in the hand. He'll pour you like a bowl or a mug of this. Seems to be cranberry wine.
Okay, I will, do I drink this?
What? You're gonna let him pour you a glass of wine and then not drink it?
And not drink it, yeah. I'm
Like,
just seeing if I have anything to
dang.
help before
I thought you were the diplomat among us here.
Oh, jeez. I just... Diplomat, no. Knowing how to talk to people, sure. I will drink it,
I love
I
that.
suppose.
Great. That's lovely. You drink it and it's sweeter than you expected.
Oh, okay. Cool.
This is very
So
good.
it's ever so
sweet.
slightly effervescent. You're guessing it's a freshly fermented batch.
Okay.
So it's
Really
almost like
worth
a
the 3-day
kombucha.
hangover.
Yeah. It's almost like a kombucha, but not quite.
This is quite good.
Yes, I make it myself. Not a lot of the others like it, but I've got quite a fancy for it.
I quite enjoy this. This is very good. You could probably sell this for quite a pretty penny in Saltmarsh.
Perhaps I could. Money doesn't do a lot of good out in the swamps.
That's fair. That's fair.
So-
But you don't necessarily have to sell it for money. You could trade it for goods, supplies, trinkets.
And I kind of just not trinket, but just kind of gesture at his huge gold necklace.
Yes, I do
Jewelry?
like a good
Well-
shiny object from every now and then.
You could trade it for that as well.
Humans, we always trade in shiny objects.
It's true. Always. Forever shiny. Well, I'll keep that in mind. But,
Of course.
yes, this alliance, I'm guessing you already spoke to Her Majesty.
Yes, she did suggest that I speak with you and get
Did
to
she
know
now?
you
That's shocking.
before we are able to speak with any of the representatives that have come to discuss the issue.
Ah, yes, yeah, that's not a terrible idea on her part. I'm not a big fan of the Queen, but, We seem to have similar interests at this moment in time, namely, defeat the Suagan menace.
That's definitely a good thing to come together over.
Yes, indeed. Well, what do you know of our potential allies? Know who we have gathered here?
I don't. Her Majesty just mentioned some other aquatic races. Didn't say anyone in particular.
Yes, that's very like her. Well, we've got some merfolk. They're a little finicky to deal with from time to time, but I do what I can. We've also got the Locatha. They're seal-like folk. And then we have, we were debating really between the Coalinths and the Sea Elves. But the Coalinth really hate the Sea Elves, and we knew we weren't going to be able to get them both on board, and well, not going to lie. Coalinth are very muscular by comparison to the Elves. I think they would hit harder in a fight, so we picked them to come negotiate.
That's fair. That's understandable. We actually have a couple of sea elves in our group. Maybe we could do something there. They probably shouldn't
go over to where the Coalinth area is. They might get messy.
Oh, that's a good tip. When I see them again, I will tell them.
Yes.
We don't think that they'll be able to work together at all?
Well, it's kind of like a blood feud situation. They just really don't like each other,
Of course.
Coalinth.
Yeah, maybe
elves.
not bringing them on board is probably a good idea then.
Yep. That's why we didn't invite the sea elves to this big meeting we're having.
That makes sense.
If we could get everyone to cooperate, we could fend off the Suagan invasion. It's coming. Not a sweat.
I don't doubt it.
Good.
They are ruthless.
Finally, a youth listens to the elders.
Is there maybe something that me and my friends can do to help bring everybody together, to get them to see eye to eye on this?
Well, you seem to have quite a hatred for them. If I had to tally up points for things you've done to make the lizard folk favor you, you barely just hit that number with your persuasion check for this old man here. Yep. So it seems that you've got them on your side unless you really just start murdering children.
Not gonna do that.
So we need to get some extra points for when Morgor starts murdering children.
So yes, and I think you should sit at the table tonight when we have discussions. If Her Majesty sent you by way, I mean, she doesn't hate you. So.
Yes, we would love that. We would love to be a part and do what we can to help on Saltmarsh's behalf.
Yes, it'd be good to have some land dwellers involved in case of emergency.
Emergency doesn't help to have a land dweller's perspective, just to bring something new,
I suppose,
out of the box, out of the ocean, so to speak.
Yep. Yes.
And then I'll just talk with him until dinner, I guess.
Yeah. And then we're gonna cut over back to Ty and Morgor, where Ty and Oceanus just got called handsome by some merfolks.
I'm in danger.
Yes, I'm part of the LSFC, and we're taking a census. How would you rate your people's relationship with the lizardmen on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh, it's all right, I suppose. We're here for, we're the diplomats here.
So...
Pretty good right now. We seem to have a common enemy.
Oh?
The Suagan. Awful menace these days.
Suagan bad.
Suagan, okay. So would Ty know who the Suagan are?
Oh, yeah, no, they're terrible.
Okay. Well, that's great. Didn't know y'all
generally lawful evil.
Okay. Didn't know you guys were so, at odds, so to speak.
It's been a recent development. They've just really stirred the hornet's nest, so to speak. Been raiding everyone else and
Is that why you
trying to consolidate
are-
power, it would seem.
Is that why you're here? Is mutual protection type
Yes,
thing?
we're going to try to form an alliance against the Suwak.
Oh.
By the force of invade.
Oh, so you're emissaries.
Yes, Ambassador.
Yeah, okay.
Do
What are you here
know-
for? I didn't think there was any sea elves here since the Coalants were here.
Oh, Oceanus, myself, Morgor here. We're all with another group, meeting up top. We're just talking. So
What other group? I mean, you're not a sea elf. You're a gator orc?
gator work.
A gork, yes.
Gork.
New race created, like Gork. Yeah,
I
we're just
see.
we're here just for reasons, and they've changed.
Change.
Not in a bad way. Just I think we're striking a deal.
Oh, excellent. We'll be at the dinner then, perhaps tonight.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I can't wait.
Lovely.
How would a sea elf people know about the merfolk? What would their attitude be? Do you know, or is it just individually based?
The merfolk are generally pretty neutral in
what I
affairs like
figured.
this. So the fact that they're here, when they usually try to stay neutral in affairs of
I was gonna say for
the
Ty as
seas.
a sea elf, that's either a good thing or a bad thing. So
Yeah. There are a lot of tribes and kingdoms. They're pretty varied. You know that a lot of the sea elves in the area are pretty good with the merfolk in this area.
okay, cool.
Yeah. Usually they don't meet up or like unite unless it's to defeat a common foe.
Gotcha.
Or to conquer something. But yeah, they're pretty neutral generally. They don't usually start things, but they will they have been known to finish.
Right.
Do you know of any changes in the Swagan society that may have caused these attacks? Such as...
See, that's the thing. No one really knows why the Suwagan are. I think you landfolk would say getting their knickers in a bind, but
Oh,
there's
yeah, we say
something
that all
that's
the time.
definitely stirred them up. Oh, good. I was.
Yeah.
We knew what the problem was. Probably trying to
Yes.
head it off, but. Well, you know. Don't exactly know. We have to figure it out.
I assume some sort of change in leadership or something like that.
Perhaps. It's a theory. There's a lot of theories. Why I think the Coalition think it's demons or
Demons.
I don't know. They're fine.
Well, all right. You have been quite helpful. Thank you.
Certainly. Do you guys
oh.
want to, Mr. Gork, Mr. Seals? What were your two names, handsome?
Oh, I'm Ty.
Mm-hmm.
Ty looks to Oceanus. Like,
Oh, Oceanus. Do you guys want to take a dip? We could have a lot of fun.
Ty's like, yes, but
Yeah, no, go ahead. Go, have fun.
I mean, it's been a while since I went swimming.
Yes. Have a good time. I sneak away.
Morgor, don't touch any. Never mind.
Yep. Yeah,
All right.
and-
Now I
When's
gotta
the
make that
kid
kid. Yeah, I gotta make that kid omelet.
Child omelet. Skarbloosh. And you can see now once
This
you
is
get
how
in
war started.
that there's some more pools with little stairs leading into them.
Cool. It's a
You
veritable
notice that the
swimming
next
place,
pool
man.
over seems to have Lokatha and giant sea eels, which you know they ride.
Oh, eels. Okay, I was like, what the hell is that? A whale?
I was wondering what that was
Giant
too. I was like, oh no.
Giant eels. These little
I
fish puppies
mean-
have red giant eels.
I was
Like
about
a
to say this is how
eels.
Ty and Oceanus dies by giant eel.
Eels.
No. Breathe water. You're good. The Morgorg strolls off. Gothos.
Yep.
You're training, yeah? Did you want to do anything other than training till dinner time?
No, just punching things. Occasionally getting really, really big to punch bigger things, and just listening.
The lizard folk are interesting. Oh, impressed. Like nice.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like very nice indeed. He punches very well for a landlover.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. Just punching and general camaraderie with other fighter kind of things. Occasional wrestling. I don't know.
Where do you go, Morgor? You could do like one more thing before, unless you're just wandering.
I'm actually doing what we were supposed to do and doing recon here. All right,
You're just like counting groups of lizard folk and
and
around.
And making a mental map.
Sure.
No.
Trying to make me a mental map. Make me like an intelligence, survival, or a history check to like. Some kind of check to.
I mean.
Make it accurate. Because these are a lot of twisty, turny tunnels.
I guess a cartography check. I don't know.
Yeah, you can do cartography.
I just have tools.
Yeah, if you have cartographer's tools, you could definitely.
With a little time, I have the right tools for the job.
Excellent.
I should just make one of those, but I'm going to use the Smith tools. There we go.
Okay, sure. 14. You've got a pretty decent. You're doing a pretty good job of like mental mapping, writing as you go. It is pretty twisty turvy, but you're doing a decent job. Yeah. It would be enough to get a gist of the area, if not.
I mean, I make a map that looks pretty similar to this map.
Yeah, what? That's so crazy.
What?
That's nuts. That's crazy.
Anyway, I just keep exploring.
Just keep exploring. There's a lot of like storerooms, kind of like empty rooms, and I'm just gonna zoom out and show you the whole thing. Learn the whole thing.
Oh, that's the plan. Whoa, okay. Man! That's a lot to explore. Holy shit.
It's a big hideout.
Okay,
It's a fortress. Thankfully, a lot of the rooms are pretty empty. You do run into, as you run into one room, I'm just gonna pop you there. Boop, as you explore around. There is just two little lizard folk hatchlings, and they're playing with like little stuffed animals. One seems to. They seem to be. One seems to have like a crocodile, and the other one seems to have like a rat, and they're like chasing each other.
Okay, well, I mean
like,
that's cool.
Playing crocodile and rat because they don't have cops and robbers, so you know. And they see you come in, and they don't speak any common. They only speak Draconic, but they're like, "Whoa!" Because you're dressed up as a big alligator. And they like run up to you, and they're like, just talking at you, and talking at you. And like one holds up his little alligator skin plushie.
All I'm hearing is eat me, eat me. No.
And one just holds up your arms like this.
I was just like trying to pat him on the head. Oh, like, well, I mean, that's the universal sign of pick me up. All right.
Yep. And you hear like little giggle, like cackling little
puppies.
Why does this always happen?
You're the one wearing an alligator onesie.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Morgor, the one who shouldn't be around children, but children love.
Yeah, I guess I entertain the children for a little bit.
Yeah, they're very happy. They will just follow you around until you run into more children, which will be over here. So it's probably a while.
Alright. Yes, I need many children for my omelet.
Well, once you encounter a group of larger children, they'll like split off and like start talking all about you probably. And then they'll all go off and play with like.
Okay.
But you have two little lizard folk children entourage, and you get some like looks as you're walking around with like two little lizard folk, the little hatchlings following you around like. But they both wanted uppies at some point, and you're dressed as a giant alligator, and so they get like a look, but then like a lot of them like either shake their head or you get a couple like weird lizard folk smiles. They think it's kind of cute.
What I didn't realize, in their culture, I just adopted them.
Who knows?
Who knows?
But you seem to have gotten some. They seem to relax a little bit more around you with the when you had the children with you. They seem like, oh, well, the children, they're these. Okay. And then before you know it, it's time for the feast. Now the feast is kind of held in the main area here, that you guys walked through earlier, the main first big room. But there are a few barrels of water, like a big box, kind of lined with some stuff to make it watertight with water. You're guessing for a couple of the more aquatic emissaries.
I'd sit in one of those.
Because while the Lokatha and the Colons have legs, merfolk do not. So they're gonna need to have a pool to sit in, a little kiddie pool.
This is the way to eat.
And you sit there, and one of the skill shields goes, and then looks at your guide once and just decides it's not worth it and is gonna let that be a merfolk problem. In Ty, you had a lovely time with the merfolk, ladies. You and Oceanus had a however lovely a time you wanted to have.
It was great.
And you're summoned for the dinner. Someone comes in, one of the shamans comes in. It is time for the feast. We have brought some of our strongest to help carry who's your representative. Paul. Don't have and then she wraps her arms around Ty and goes, I think Ty could carry me to the
This is me laughing. So I was like, sure, yeah, I can carry it. Come on.
Wonderful. Oceanus. And Oceanus winds up carrying one too. It's like, I don't know why. And you guys all meet up again at. Okay, well, Polly, you come in with Sariv, the head shaman.
Mm-hmm.
And Queen Othokent seems quite pleased that you two seem to be getting along so well. Guys, get some seats, and the feast is poured out. You see Ty carrying in a merfolk, and Oceanus carrying one, and you see Morgor sitting in the container for the merfolk, and they go, oh, excuse me, Mr. Gork, I believe we need to sit there.
Well, I can squish over. Come on.
And since they had such a good time with Ty, they just kind of think it's funny, and that you might get tired of it after a certain while, and so they're all right. So they squeeze in, one on either side of Morgor.
Hey guys, look at the friends we made.
Yes,
also
I
you see that.
Quite cozy.
Oh yeah. All see people here,
Yeah!
As you say that, the Coalinths enter. Coalinth Sergeant and his right-hand person, and they see the sea elves, and they stiffen. They go, what are the bloody sea elves doing here? I thought this was a sea elf-free zone.
I don't know if I should be insulted or not.
Generally not.
What's a Coalith doing here?
We was invited.
We barged in.
Well, seems like at least one of us was wanted. And the merfolk go, now.
I wasn't wanted, I was needed.
Now, would you two please stop fighting? We're all here for diplomatic reasons, and I believe I and Oceanus here aren't here representing the merfolk tribes, but Saltmarsh. Isn't that correct?
Yeah.
See, and then they look over at the Colons.
The confidence is so reassuring.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah. That's what we're doing.
Yeah. I
Into
just
a
think for a
sea?
minute of like,
You can't expect there not to be a single sea elf that dwells in Saltmarsh. And because you've swayed over the merfolk, the coalescence seem to not want to start anything, and they very begrudgingly accept
That's right,
your
coalesce.
presence here. But they shoot you and Oceana so many dirty.
We shoot him back. It's dagger eyes, between
Oceanus
CLs.
isn't. Oceanus is not. He's just like, I'm very cool. I'm not trying to start anything.
You know what, guys? I think I was a merfolk in a past life.
Perhaps you were.
I could see it.
Mr. Gork. And dinner goes on. It's a lot of roast meats and like root vegetables and some seafood.
We got your swamp chicken here. We got your sea
there
chicken
is some
here.
swamp chicken and some sea chicken and vegetables, and everyone seems to. The air is a little tense because again, usually all these races don't typically gather for a whole thing. But Sariv will pull out some scrolls outlining some basic terms of this treaty go between all of the races here. The terms are pretty simple. It's if any of these races seem to have a problem, if the Sawagan invade any of the territories, the other members will rally to. Because it seems more like a when and not an if. They all seem to be pretty confident. And it's pretty simple terms. It's nothing too complicated. Lizard folk aren't known for their extreme diplomacy skills. So you do see there being a lot of loopholes in this contract, Polly, but you think that Sariv thinks this is freaking airtight. This is solid.
As someone who helps run a business and my father who is very good at contracts, as he's like, can I input? I don't know what the terms are, but can Polly just like kind of just make suggestions and try and close those loopholes?
Yeah, basically there doesn't seem to be any penalties for not coming to anyone's aid, except that if you don't come to someone else's aid, they won't come to your aid. You will be like taken off of the ally list, basically. It's again not a whole lot of technical verbiage in this. You could offer some inputs to make it a little tighter.
Some fines.
Yes, could put some fines in there or something in addition to being removed from the contract. Yeah, you could impose a time limit on help, like, as soon as possible, rather than, oh, we just got here too late,
Yeah.
Oopsie, you're all dead.
Probably some kind of notification system to have people know there's help. You figure someone in Saltmarsh could probably help with that, because there's boats that come in and out of Saltmarsh.
Yeah. Polly will do all of that. She'll make the suggestions, tighten up those loopholes, make it so it's a little bit more cohesive and everybody benefits from it, not just like if there's any lopsidedness.
There didn't really seem to be any lopsidedness, just a lot of gaps.
Okay, I will fill in those gaps.
Not really written a lot of diplomatic contracts.
Yeah. Polly will fill in those gaps then.
Okay. And I need one last persuasion check, which you will get with advantage from being at 50 friendship points with.
Okay. Okay, the first one's an 18 with advantage. That's even better. That's a 22.
That is plenty. So everyone seems to be in a good mood. Even the coalescence, seem pleased with this. Still shooting some dirty looks at Ty, mostly. Because Oceana seems to be minding his damn business, to a certain extent. But
I still mean mugs him a little bit.
Yeah. But they even start to relax a little bit, and everyone seems to be pretty pleased with the sign, whether that be like a thumbprint or like the mermaids have a very fancy, the merfolk have very the lizard folk kind of just draw like a symbol, same symbol you guys saw on the side profile lizard. And the Lucatha just put a little paw print on it. They're pretty cute. And if the contract is signed, and everyone's given a copy, so there's like multiple ones that are written up, and then like all signed, so each race has a copy that are identical. And you guys are given one to take back to Salt.
You should frame that. It's gonna last forever.
Perfect.
I'm guessing Polly's the one who signs this?
Yes. Polly will sign it.
Okay.
Wait, well, hold on. We're signing for Salt. I guess, yeah, okay. Saltmarsh.
They gave us. They gave. They gave
right.
us the ability to do so. So
All right.
they want to avoid war. This is what it takes.
Yeah, and you don't think they'll find the terms absurd?
Yeah.
Helped improve and
I
revise
helped.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So, all right.
And once the contract is signed, the booze is brought out. And let me tell you, they got some grade A swamp moonshine.
Yeah.
Swamp hooch.
Swamp hooch, yeah.
Yeah, some swamp hooch. And that stuff is strong. And the party goes on into the wee hours of the night. And a lot of people just kind of KO in the dining hall. Like, flopped over in places. And y'all are free to leave. Either be that night or the next morning. Not hung up.
I don't think Polly drinks all that much. She'll definitely imbibe, but not that much. More so to keep a check on the others if they imbibe. Specifically Morgor.
Who do you
Ty
think I am?
imbibe a bit?
Of course I am.
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay. We all imbibe then.
I mean,
Polly's playing cat herder. she's being a mother, essentially.
I'm unheard
Dwarf
of.
drinks.
Yeah, and you're probably pretty okay. I would like constitution checks. Drink a lot of swamp hooch.
Okay.
Swamp hooch.
Con saves.
Con
We can do.
save.
Funny.
I did horribly. I got a 5.
Oh no.
21.
Nice.
So Morgor and Gothos, yeah, this is fine. Ty, you wake up face down in like the merfolk area again, just kind of. Thankfully, you can breathe water.
Oh no, I did it again. No. That's weird flashbacks, yeah.
And Oceanus, I'll give Oceanus. He'll drink. I don't think, you know what? I don't think he'd drink that much. I think he'd be with Polly.
What?
I think he'd have a drink and be like, nope, I don't. I can have enough fun for both of us. Oceanus is a little bit older than Ty, I think. A hair more responsibility. Yeah, so you guys have a really great. It's not your typical party, but it's a party nonetheless, and it's pretty fun. And by the end of it, the whole lizard folk pretty cool with you guys, and you are allowed to keep your necklace token, finding that you are friends of lizard folk.
Yeah.
All right. Making friends.
And they will personalize it. They will carve a symbol, each of you, into your own.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. That's actually pretty neat.
Yeah. And then I think since Ty is just smashed, we'll probably leave in the morning.
Probably leave in the morning, yeah.
Maybe you could make Ty force march. He'd just get very, very upset.
Gotha's like, if you're ready to go, I'll just throw him over my shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm still
Yeah.
drinking in the morning.
Yeah, if we just let's just grab Ty and go. We have stuff we have to
Oh,
do.
do you have to?
Oh, not that's the merfolk. Never mind.
You're like,
Mm.
no.
Sorry. Ty is
Oh.
needed elsewhere. Pick him up by the scruff, like a belt buckle, and just.
And they just like give him a little tuck a seashell into like his hair.
Oh, your back's so bony. Stick it in my sternum. He's like wiggling around a little bit.
Bye, Ty. We'll miss you. You just hear it calling after as you guys
He's
leave.
like the tired like wave. Like, yeah.
And you guys head back to Saltmarsh.
Yeah.
Lightweight.
It's gonna take a bit. It took you a while because it's like half movement, full swamp.
Mm-hmm.
So you will probably need to stop.
Yeah, we need to.
Are you gonna stay with Morgan Treeman again?
Yeah.
Morgan
we
Treeman,
need
yeah.
to Go
Morgan
back to
Treeman.
Morgan Treeman. make sure it's not attacked by more rats.
Morgan Treeman seems to be thriving. Not seem to have been attacked by more rats, and he's like, "Oh, hello. So good to see you again."
Yes, hello.
Grown.
Is that one all right?
Just hungover. He's fine.
I see.
Just drops him on the hill. He'll be fine.
Will you sign this? I hold up the treaty.
No, you don't have that. I have that.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't have our copy of the treaty, but does he
Yeah,
have someone
I have
else's
someone
copy?
else's copy of it.
Because that's a
I made
great
my own
idea.
copy.
Oh, you made
Is it
your own
Colin's?
copy.
Yeah.
Is it
yeah.
Colin's copy?
Oh man, Colin's ain't gonna be happy. And Morgan Treeman will go, oh, he'll notice Morgor's onesie. Crocodile onesie. I see you ran into old Thousand Teeth.
Yeah. More like he ran into us and we killed him.
I see that. Congratulations on surviving. Please.
I mean, it was gonna be one of us.
That makes sense. Such is the law of nature. Please rest. I will keep watch for you.
Thanks, Morgan Treeman.
Oh, if you happen to run into my cousin, Keanu Leaves, I would be very appreciative if you would pass along this. And he hands you like an acorn.
An acorn. An acorn for Keanu.
Keanu Leaves.
Damn
Damn leaves.
Alright.
Thank you very much. You seem to get around.
I mean, that is the truth.
Kicks tie, some of us more than others.
Mm-hmm.
Whistles. Background. Yeah, basically. You guys have a nice restful night with
Why
Morgan.
does Keanu need this?
Oh, it's we haven't seen him in a long time. Last I heard, he was traveling somewhere far away. Thought he might be getting.
Oh, this is like a message?
Yes.
Alright.
He nods, just big full body. Looks like he's swaying in the wind. You guys have a nice restful. And before you know it, you don't seem to have any issues on the way back. This less foggy or navigate. Get back to Saltmarsh.
Sweet. Well, I think depending on what time of day we get in,
Probably
we'll
afternoon.
probably
Lunchtime.
okay.
As I said,
Probably
we
go
have
to
time to
the-
probably go talk. Yeah.
The council, yeah.
We should let them know what's transpired.
The treaty we signed, yeah.
Yeah. Here's the treaty we signed on your behalf. Here's
Yep.
the information.
Hey, I
they-
specifically asked them what authority we had, and
Yep.
Oh, that's totally fine. I think they'll be all right.
You go, and people seem to be quite happy at your return. Some people knew you guys were going off to Oakmanus, and you get there, and you see,
just like random villagers, Saltmarshians knew that we were going.
it seems that some people found out after the fact.
Oh.
Where'd
I
the
mean, the
adventurers
Capsa
go?
family's pretty well known, and the council, where words gets around.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
People like to talk.
Yeah, especially in small towns.
We're heroes.
Not this campaign.
And you get to, and you're actually asked to meet with the council at a dockside restaurant.
Oh. Okay. We'll head there then.
You head there.
I did not know adventurers were given so much good food.
Me neither.
I mean, the whole point of it, isn't it?
Oh,
It's
I
the
thi-
food.
I thought it
Yeah.
was saving people.
Nope.
Oh, I thought-
Exotic foods.
Thought it was for the money.
You get paid.
We've been paid when we've worked for the council.
Sometimes.
We got paid half for this already.
Wasn't paying attention.
You guys get to the restaurant. You see that it's like one of those really fancy like dock front, like dock where you can pull up your boat and stuff, and seating in the open. You notice that the back dock has been roped off for private use, private party. It's the council, and you get there, and at the end of the dock, you see the merfolk. They go, "Hi, Ty." They got to travel by sea. They traveled pretty fast.
Much faster than we did.
Yes. And
well, if we're gonna go here, we're gonna need to steal a boat.
the council goes, "Oh, wonderful! You've returned. It would seem that, according to the merfolk, that negotiations went quite well."
Yes, yes, they went very well. Yes, apparently they're amassing.
Polly will launch and tell them everything. I'm assuming the merfolk have already told them, but Polly will tell them again.
Yes, they're happy to hear that the merfolk did not say anything contrary. Yeah. They seem a little bit more relieved once you give them the update.
Good. And I will give them their copy of the contract.
Wonderful, thank you. Yes, you guys have done quite well. We have the second half of your payment for investigating. It's not what we expected, but it does give us other things to think.
And definitely a better outcome than what we expected.
Yes, that is true. And they seem to glance at the mermaids like, "Thank you for not mentioning that we asked you to either get numbers or murder them all if they seem to be hostile." And they have.
I came back with the numbers. I have the.
Oh yes. you do.
I have it marked down in the book how many there are.
And that's. They seem to also appreciate that info, but just not, loudly and verbally in front of you. Oh, thank you. Yes. The napkin. And they get you all dinner, and you guys are paid.
Money.
How many monies? How many monies?
How many monies?
All the monies. We just secured one hell of a deal. So.
Yes, I believe it's another 350 gold, because 700 total. So, got half of it up front.
Okay.
You guys were bold, so
total?
350 gold is given to you now, because you already got the...
So divided by 5, that's going to be 70 gold each.
Okay. 70 gold.
Oceanus gives you... because you...
No, Oceanus. No, brother.
Well, then put it towards the boat.
Bro.
Bro.
Brother.
Towards the boat.
Towards the boat.
Towards the boat.
The boats do cost maintenance enough. Not a bad thing.
Yeah, not a fan of that, but okay.
And you guys are going to be given, after the successful completion of the mission, you're given, you have lovely lunch with the council and the merfolk ambassadors before they splash back into the ocean and go back to their own encampment. And, you guys are gonna have some downtime for the next adventure.
Sweet.
Congratulations, you've completed the next, chapter.
Woo!
Oh,
heck yeah!
I will say though, as you get home, probably Polly and Morgor, except I don't know if Gothos and Ty go with you, but you get there and Priya's like, "Mama, you're back."
Hello, darling. Yes.
Hi, Mr. Morgor.
Hi.
Mama.
Yes, love.
There's a really wily ghost.
Oh no.
Oh?
Yeah. I haven't been able to hunt him down yet. But I'm gonna work on it.
Good job.
She's got her butter knives.
Yep.
Smart.
Oh shoot. While we were out, Could I have gotten? Could I have found that blue scarf that she requested?
Oh yeah, the blue and the red scarves.
Yeah.
Little silk play scarves. Yeah, you could have gotten her those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
These should help me kill the ghosts.
Good. Help you definitely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. When she gets it, she takes one of her wooden balls and she like ties the blue scarf around it, throws it, and you notice it looks a little like when you throw your
My
Eldritch Blast.
spear. Yeah.
Pew, pew, pew.
Mm-hmm.
And then she like throws it at like a pillows that have been arranged as a person, and then you see she runs over and then she opens the pillow, like as the pillow flops off, the top, like the head of the pillow head flops off, the red scarf spills out underneath where it was between.
Yeah.
Got him.
Got him.
Excellent job, darling.
Mhm.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna get the ghost for you, Mama. Don't worry.
I'm very proud of you.
And Polly,
I think you need more scars.
I believe you guys have awful passive perceptions. Such joy.
Yeah.
But what? Could you make me an active perception check for me?
Sure. Oh, okay. Oh. So it says I rolled a 7, but it definitely looks like a 15. So that's a 9.
9. What about you, Margor? 0-1.
Oh, passive or active?
Make me an
perception.
active perception.
11.
11. Okay, I think your passives will pick it up. You guys notice. You just don't notice anything else. You guys notice as you're walking around, the guest bedroom window is open.
Okay, last time that was open, there was a man in my house trying to steal a woman, so...
Yeah.
I mean, he's back.
Let's find him.
We need.
Even though we killed him. I don't know how he'd
Well,
be back.
He's a ghost.
He's a ghost.
He's a ghost now.
Yeah.
Can I investigation the whole house?
You can most certainly try. Give me an investigation check.
What we need is an exorcism.
That's better. 25.
25. There's no footprints. It's weird. You close the window again, and the next morning it's open. Rhea swears she isn't doing it.
Do I
Parents
believe
haven't
her?
doing it. You can give me an insight check.
I believe her.
10.
No, Mama, it's the ghost. I told you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Where's Bims in all of this? Is
Oh,
Bims just
he
flying
is-
in and out?
He hangs out with Priya all the time.
He likes Priya, yeah.
He snuggles
And
up.
he likes flying outside.
Bims doesn't have thumbs with which to open the window.
Right.
Maybe a pseudo dragon, but he can't do the little latch.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he gets a little girl to help him as well.
Yeah, you believe it that Priya isn't the one. She says she's not, and you believe her at 10, 100%.
Okay.
It's the ghost, Mama. I told you.
That's good.
All right. I'm concerned. Last time the window was open, bad things happened.
Yeah.
So tell me more about this ghost. What have you been noticing?
Keeps looking for you, Mama.
What do you mean he's looking for me?
Well, comes in the window, he looks at the bed, and he sees there's nothing there. He keeps walking around the house, and he looks at everybody, but you haven't been home. So he looks at people, he shakes his head like it's not the right person. And then he saw the picture of you, and he did this to it on the wall.
Oh,
But then,
great.
but it didn't do nothing. The picture fell off the wall. It wasn't me. The ghost knocked your picture off the wall.
That's okay. I believe you. What is this? Have you seen? You've seen this ghost? What does this
Yep.
ghost look like?
Cause I'm a ghost hunter, Mama.
I believe you.
All
Great
ghosts.
ghost hunter.
Oh.
Absolutely. What does this ghost look like?
Like a guy.
Okay. What color hair does this ghost have?
Well, it's hard
just
to
gonna
tell,
try and
Mama,
get-
because he's pretty ghosty.
He has
Oh,
ghost
it's
hair.
blue.
It's blue.
He's all
Okay.
blue.
Great. Was I the one? Did I get the killing blow?
You sure
on-
did.
Shit, motherfucker. I've got to fucking poltergeist in my house.
Hey! You good?
Well,
Your daughter's hunting it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
well, maybe
I
maybe
tried
we
to
can
stop
get
him with my claws, like Morgor says. He hunts ghosts, and it didn't do nothing. Mr. Morgor,
shit.
do you have any like anti-ghost stuff I can
Okay.
borrow?
All right. I want to make an anti-ghost potion.
Sure.
Let's see here. Experimental anti-ghost potion. Let's see. How do I? There we go. It is a. She go 10 feet faster for an hour.
Cool.
Here you go.
Thanks.
That'll help you hunt ghosts.
Okay, I save it till I see the ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Shows up like every night you've been gone, Mama.
Every night. Great,
Yeah.
great. Excellent.
All
okay.
my training is gonna pay off.
Yes.
When did this poor girl sleep?
I'm assuming it's like nighttime, close to nighttime now.
It's like late afternoon, early. It's like dinner time. Yeah.
Okay, I'll put Priya to bed after dinner, and then I'm gonna go talk to my parents,
Yeah.
like to confirm this story that there's a ghost.
She has been running around the house a lot, saying that there's a ghost.
Mm.
She's been awfully, enthralled with this, ghost hunting that she's.
Ghost hunting.
Yes, I think
believe that's-
her active imagination's being active.
You guys haven't noticed anything strange? Any apparitions? There was a man who just died recently out in the alley.
Well, we haven't noticed anything.
Okay. All right. Well,
There's nothing I can do then until this ghost shows up. So
How could you not believe? Obviously, she's telling the truth.
I don't disbelieve her. I wanted to see if my parents saw anything or if Priya is just can
She
literally just
did
see
knock your
ghosts
picture off the
now.
wall a couple times, and she keeps opening the window down. I think it's
right. Probably for the pseudo dragon. Yes. Well, again, thank you so much for watching her while I was away.
darling. I heard you negotiated some kind of peace treaty between the lizard folk
Oh.
and.
Yes, actually, it wasn't just the lizard folk. It was several of the aquatic races, all but the sea elves, actually. And
Your
the
father
Swagan,
tearing up.
obviously.
My little girl getting the politics. They grow up so fast.
Well, yeah.
Yep. Yep, definitely did it for the politics.
Yep.
And
we're gonna leave you there with maybe a ghost in your house, and
Great.
Gothos, you get back to your apartment, and there's no bagpipes. Ty,
Wonderful day.
Shiana's can just chat about Merfolk.
Sounds good.
Wind down for the night. You hear some singing in the background. Fall asleep. And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Merfolk singing.
Maybe.
Mer-stalkers.
Sirens.
Sirens, who knows? But yeah, that's where we're gonna end tonight's session of Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Congratulations, everybody. Finished the Danger at Dunwater, and you guys are gonna have some downtime. Now, for
Heck
your
yeah.
downtime, I do want to know if you guys want, like, small side quest, big side quest,
Side quest.
yes,
Side quests.
side quest. Do you guys, we had, like, a baby side quest last time. Do you want a bigger side quest this time? Maybe something that requires
Yeah.
you taking out the boat?
yeah, I think
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I will have something exciting for you guys. I mean, Morgor does have a treasure map.
Oh yes.
True.
Maybe we'll
Yes.
maybe we'll do that side quest next. See?
Heck yeah, treasure.
And there's a ghost, maybe. Who knows? We're gonna go around, we're gonna say who we are, what your highlights from tonight's game. We'll go in reverse order. Ty, how was tonight for you?
That was good. That was fun. I like the shenanigans. Entering the place with our offering of meat and their disbelief at all this, the gator outfit. So it's just funny. I like our Salinas, so thanks everybody for watching. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Gothos, how was tonight for you?
Oh, tonight was fun. Gothos didn't get to do much, but punch people. But it was an exciting evening for
He
everybody
did a
else.
lot last session, though, too. Barry.
Yeah, that's
a lot
true.
of things.
Exactly. So he was perfectly happy just punching, friendly punching and wrestling and, fighting and not anger. No, good times. I enjoyed everything that Morgor got into, the onesie and the and the babies that loved him. Probably looked at him as being their mother, surrogate mother, or something like that. It's probably wonderful. So yeah, great. No, that was it. Thanks.
Thank you. Morgor, how was tonight for you?
Great. Yeah, it was fun. I'm had a good time making fun of eating babies. That was cool. Baby omelets, and seeing Ty, with the Merfolk was fun.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a good time. Thank you.
And last but certainly not least, Polly.
Hi, yeah, that's me. I'm Nugget. I play Polly Capsa, the Air Genasi Warlock, who's just trying to keep Morgor away from her daughter as much as possible because bad things. Not bad things. Unfortunate things keep happening.
That Pandora's box has already been opened.
Yeah. I'm just trying to mitigate the damage at this point. Favorite part, I really liked Ty with the mermaids, and then the beef between the sea elves and the coalants.
Yeah.
Coalants that popped up. I thought that was funny. How they're from New Jersey. They've got that New Jersey New Yorker accent. I love it. I thought it was hilarious. Yeah, I'm excited to exorcise this ghost from my house next episode.
Wonderful. Hopefully. We'll see what happens. I mean, you murder a stalker right behind your house. I mean, he might stalk you in the afterlife.
Yeah, that's
shower thoughts that I had. I was like, la 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 la. Oh,
perks of the job.
I was like, Priya's been into ghost hunting lately. What's gonna be your next fixation? Wait, no. What if there was an actual ghost? And it just went from there. So I was very excited to reveal that because I've been sitting on that for like a month now.
I love it.
But I'm like, oh, but they won't know till they get back. Priya's been hunting the ghost this whole time. And only she's seen it, because your parents may have rolled terrible perception checks. It's fine. My favorite moments was, I liked how you unknowingly did a lot of things that the lizard folk would like, and so you got your points very quickly. You needed like 50 whole points, and you got like 10 for making the queen, like you got 10 for killing old Thousand Teeth, things like that. So you guys did really good there, and the fact that you guys ran into the mermaids before the coalants, especially with Ty, and had the mermaids help defuse that whole potential fisticuff situation. Very good, and completely unplanned. So, good job, you guys.
I have a question.
Yes.
What's the negative for eating the children?
-10 per child.
Only 10? Oh, per child.
Per child.
Okay.
-10 per child.
All right,
yes.
Good. I mean, recoverable.
Well, you need 50 points.
Well,
start at 0 and you start eating children. That gets
all right. See,
real quick.
We'll get really good in with them. Then
you can't eat just one,
I'll ask them.
They're like potato chips.
If they have any children they don't like.
Oh, and of course the gator onesie, and me being like, how could the lizard folk misinterpret all of this? I'm like, well, gator smells a lot like lizard. He's wearing a onesie, maybe they think it's a really bad attempt at infiltration. Here we go. Love this. When you doubled that one, I had to think real fast on like, what's the worst way they could interpret this? And it was beautiful.
Oh,
so thank you guys. And it all turned out really nicely in the end. So when the Suagan invade some places, there'll be some help. So that'll be nice. So until next time, everybody, have fun and play games.